Hello, I'm Dr. Linda Gorman, and I'm a neuroscientist. The neuroscientist is a person who studies the brain. So I'm here today to talk to you about how you can help make your brain healthy. It's really easy and anyone can do it. This program is called Brain Health It's Spectacular. You feel spectacular when your brain is healthy. You can be a happy, healthy person by knowing more about your brain and how it works. Plus, to spell spectacular, you need an S, a P, an E, and a C. And to keep your brain healthy, you also need an S, a P, an E, and a C. The first thing that helps your brain stay healthy is loving yourself and loving others, being social. That's the S. Being social means you love yourself, you're nice to yourself. It also means you're building relationships with friends and other people who make up your support system. The second thing that keeps your brain healthy is taking care of your body. That's being physical. That's the P. Being physical means you move your body, you eat for fuel, and you sleep to rest and restore your body and your brain to get ready for the next day. The third thing that helps keep your brain stay healthy is understanding about your emotions. That's the E. Good emotional health means you can identify your emotions and not let them control your behaviors. It means you can balance how you feel and act. And the last thing that you can do to make your brain healthy is to think, and not just when you're in school. Cognition, that's the C. And cognition is a big word that means being able to think. Your brain is thinking all the time. So let's see how you can keep your brain healthy. This is a time when you're learning a lot about things that you can do to help your brain stay healthy. You're learning that everyone needs people around them who will support them. You're learning how to control your emotions. You know that taking care of your body and your brain means getting a good night's rest. And you know that it's more important to understand things that you're learning rather than just memorizing them. Learning this information can help you with your spec health, and it will allow you to develop good behavioral habits that will keep your brain healthy throughout your entire life. And it all starts with the topic of today's story, the ability to think outside of the box. That's a spectacular way to think. You spent the first few years in school learning how to read. Now you can use your ability to read in order to learn all kinds of new and exciting things. Some of you might be thinking, well, why do I want to learn? Well, the answer's simple. You want to learn so that you can figure out what you want to do with your life. You need to keep trying new things to see what kinds of things that you like to learn about and how you can use that information to be able to do things in your life that you enjoy. We all know that everyone is different. We look different, we think differently, and we feel differently about things. But we also know that everyone is the same too. We all have talents. And even though our talents may be different, everyone has talents. Now is the time for you to start figuring out what your talents are and how you can use your talents. The best way to figure out what talents are is by reading and learning new things. You need to start reading, learning, and thinking outside of the box. Thinking outside of the box means that you're willing to come up with new ways to think about things. So when your teacher tells you that you're going to be learning something new today, instead of dreading having to learn that information, give thinking outside of the box a try. Who knows? It may be a lot of fun. One of the ways that might help you to have more fun with new information is to find out how this information can be used. Figuring out how the information is used in the real world makes it easier for you to understand, and that might make it more fun for you to try to learn. Plus, if you know why you need to know something and how this new information relates to you, then it will make the information more relevant. So, how do you figure out how information is used in the real world? Okay, let's say you're learning about weather and storms like hurricanes in science class, but you don't live near the ocean, so you may be confused or disinterested in this topic. So why should you listen and learn about hurricanes? Well, if you're not sure why you are learning something, you should ask and find out. Remember, you're not alone. You have people around you who you trust and can confide in that support you. You have people like your teachers and your friends, your parents and caregivers, and experts whose job it is to understand weather and storms. These people all can help you to understand why it's important to learn and understand about hurricanes. Hurricanes start over water, so people who live on the coast are affected, but they can also travel over land. The rain and the wind that these hurricanes produce cause flooding. All of this can damage homes and schools and stores and farms. So much damage. So it can disrupt many lives, even if you live far away from where the hurricane hits. Let's say you love oranges. Well, hurricanes can damage crops, which means the oranges you love are going to be hard to find in the grocery store. You thought hurricanes didn't affect you because you didn't live on the coast. But as someone who lives on this planet, learning about things like hurricanes and how it affects lots of different people can help you to not only help yourself, but to help others too. Both of these things will make your brain happy and healthy. When you come up with different reasons and different ways to learn information, you're thinking out of the box. Your brain is built to think, so thinking outside of the box is good for your brain health. But there are times when you can't find a good way to use information in the real world, no matter how hard you try or how many people you ask. But don't worry, as long as you try your best, just trying to learn new things, that will also help your brain. Now, we all know that sleep is important for your brain health, but you also know you have lots of things to do every day. You may have to help around the house by cleaning up after yourself and doing chores. You go to school and you have homework. You have other things to do outside of school, like playing sports or music or dance or scouts, or other things to do at the community center. You may have other things that you like to do, like playing with your friends or playing outside or playing on a computer or tablet, reading books, watching movies. There's so many things to do. Just thinking about all the things you have to do makes you anxious. And sometimes it's hard to sleep at night. So yes, you know that sleep is important, but there's so much to do. How are you supposed to fit everything in? Here's another opportunity for you to think outside of the box. Now is a good time in your life when you can start learning to prioritize all the things you have to do during the day. Prioritizing the things that you need to do means that you decide what's important and you make sure you get those things done first. Managing your time is something that you're going to have to do throughout your life. So learning how to do this now is a good thing. Thinking outside of the box and learning how to prioritize will help you relax and get the sleep that your brain needs to stay healthy. Now, what has to come first when you're prioritizing is taking care of your brain and your body. If your body and your brain are not healthy, then you're not going to be able to do lots of things. So you may think that having to go to bed is not fun. You need to change the way you're thinking about going to bed. you need to think outside of the box. Think about sleep as a way to help your physical health. If your body and your brain are healthy, that will make all the things that you have to do more fun. If getting a good night's sleep, then you're helping your body and your brain get ready for all the things that you do during the day. When you're well rested, you have the energy to do all the things that you need to do. Plus, when you get enough sleep, you have better control over your emotions and your emotional health. When you're tired and you have too much to do, everything seems like a chore, a nasty chore, and you either get angry or sad that you have to do these things, like your homework, when you'd rather watch TV. When you're tired, you actually get stressed out more easily. And when you're stressed out, you have less control over your emotions. You need to think outside of the box about how not getting enough sleep can affect your emotional health. Not being able to control your emotions and letting yourself get too stressed out may cause you to behave badly. You may not intend to be mean to your friend and yell at them, but because you're tired, you can't control yourself. You may not mean to be disrespectful to your teacher, but because you're tired, you're not making good decisions. Learning how to prioritize sleep is something that's important to do and will help you to avoid lots of bad behaviors. Plus, when you don't get enough sleep and you're tired, you don't have a lot of energy. Let's think outside of the box and see how sleep may affect your energy levels. When you're tired, you tend to want to eat foods that are yummy more than foods that are good for your body and your brain. Why? Well, it turns out that foods that are yummy, they contain lots of sugars and fats. That's high in energy, but that energy doesn't last long. Plus, these foods don't contain lots of the nutrients that your body and your brain need to work. Foods like vegetables and fruit give you energy that lasts and give you nutrients that your body and your brain needs. Plus, low energy means that you're tired and you tend to just want to lay around rather than moving your body. But remember, your body is made up of lots of muscles, and muscles need to move. So, eating and moving are two things that you need to do to make your brain physically healthy. And by making sleep a priority, you're helping your brain to stay healthy. When your body and your brain are healthy, then you can think outside of the box to figure out how to do all the things that you need to do during the day. So when you get out of bed in the morning, then just make your bed. When you get dressed, you want to put your dirty clothes in the laundry. Wash the dishes or put them in the dishwasher or sink after you eat. By doing these things, these chores as they come up, it will make your chores easier. When you're in school, pay attention so you understand what you need to do for your homework. Focus on doing your homework when you sit down. If you're trying to do your homework and you're not focused, it will take you a lot longer to do. If you find that you're not focused, then get up and take a 5-minute break. Do a dance, walk around the house. Use this time to move your body and then go back to your homework. You'll be surprised how much better your homework goes when you're focused. Remember, you can also talk to people in your support system about how to balance all the things that you need to do while you're making sure that you're prioritizing the sleep that you need. Thinking outside of the box can help you to come up with new ideas on how to handle new subjects in school. Thinking outside of the box can also help you to prioritize sleep so that your body and your brain has the energy to balance all the things that you need to do during the day. And getting a good night's sleep can help you control your emotions, and that will prevent you from getting stressed out. Getting a good night's sleep can also help you to eat right and make sure you're moving your body. And thinking outside of the box doesn't have to be done alone. Talking to others can help you come up with new ways to keep your brain speck healthy. So, thinking outside of the box can help you to have a spectacular brain. Thank you for letting me talk to you today about thinking outside of the box to keep your brain speck healthy. I've enjoyed spending time with you today talking about your brain, and I hope you've had some fun and learned something. Remember, when you think outside of the box, you can come up with new ways to think about things. It may help you learn a subject that you're dreading to learn. It may mean that having to go to bed at night, instead of thinking it as a punishment, it's a way to help you. It may also show you how to prioritize the things that you spend your time during the day doing. Being able to think outside of the box helps your brain health because you're thinking and using what you're learning about spec health. And a healthy brain is a spectacular brain. So thank you so much for all of your help. And remember, brain health, it's not just spectacular, it's fun too. And we'd like to also thank the people at Johns Hopkins University, especially Dr. Ron Daniels, for helping us to talk to you about how thinking outside of the box can help your brain and your body to be healthy.